Hello and welcome to Sensual Reads. Today I'll be reading you My Slutty Kid. Disclaimer: this story is complete fiction, a product of my wild imagination combined with my deepest fantasies. It is intended for a legal adult audience only and contains graphic sex between adult men and an underage boy. All rights reserved by the author. My Slutty Kid by Daddy's Dream. Fuck, that felt great. He really never ceases to amaze me. Here I am, panting, glossy with a sheen of sweat and feeling astonished once again. My boy rests his head gently on my thigh, his little tongue still lapping around my cockhead and down the shaft, probably searching for traces of any remaining cum after the blowjob he had just given his own man. I doubt there's any left, though. This kid's mouth is a black hole, a cum-catching vacuum in which nothing escapes. Great job, kiddo. Thanks, I managed, still panting. I'm 36 years old and in decent shape, but after flipping him on his back and thrusting deeply into his pussy throat for what must have been at least 10 minutes, I'm feeling pretty spent. That, plus the last moment when my cock slipped into its final space, a thin and tight passage inside his wet, silky throat, and pulsed wildly, erupting insidious fatherly cum directly into my little guy. Well, if that doesn't leave you a little weak in the knees, I don't know what will. He mumbles, purrs really, and rubs his cheek softly against my semi-hard penis. He confessed once that the smell of a man's private areas alone sends him into a sexual frenzy, something I probably could have figured out on my own. So, kiddo, how many cocks did you manage to suck today? I asked him as I run my hands through his silky hair. He lifts his head to me and smiles. I don't think 1,000 words could accurately describe the marvelous sight of my 10-year-old boy as he looks at me with bright blue eyes sparkling in the light, flushed rosy cheeks, and glossy ruby-red lips, puffy from a fierce face-fucking earlier, and I guess several cocks before that. Well, first there was you this morning before school. Then Mr. Davis from near the bus stop told me that he'd give me a ride, so I went inside with him. He had me lay down right in their foyer, while he dropped his pants, but not his work shirt. Then he moved over me and wanted me to lick his balls and even his butt while he masturbated. Don't worry, Dad. When he was ready to come, he was smart and didn't make me all messy because of school. So, he pushed his cock inside of my mouth, so I got to drink all of it. And then, when we finished, he dropped me off at school, and then Mr. Smith let me suck his cock during lunch, like always, in the spare office that they used to store things in. Then, then after school, Brandon from up the street came over before you got home from work, for a blowjob, and then you, just now. His little index finger makes small circles around my pubic hair, and he reveals in his day slutty agenda. I smile. Of course such events should upset me, but this tale is one I've grown accustomed to hearing. I admit I wasn't always keen on sharing my son, but after having just blasted thick jets of cum into my kid's mouth, I'd be a hypocrite to deny others the same pleasure. As long as he's safe, and I make sure that he is, my little boy may as well be free to please all of the men he wants. So pizza and movie night again? I ask, knowing that our Friday night ritual is one of his favorite parts of the week. Yes, thanks, Daddy. Can you get extra pepperoni and extra cheese and watch Battle Ninja Heroes 4, please? Sure, why the hell not? I'd say he's earned it. Okay, guys, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you for listening. I will continue later on. I have reached an ellipsis, so keep that in mind. This concludes My Slutty Kid, Part 1. Farewell.